The Roblox Classic event is basically fully leaked, and today I'm going to break down all the drama, leaks, and information, so stay tuned because some aspects might shock you. Also please subscribe and let's get into it. Okay, so firstly, if you aren't aware of somehow, Roblox is doing a classic event soon, classic style Roblox, classic themes, classic items, stuff like that. And with that being said, as I'm sure you guys are aware, we have the release date for this event. Just recently, Roblox put out this post and trailer for the event just saying 10 days until the classic, mark your calendars. And in the video they show off some like classic Roblox items, the classic Roblox logo, and then say 5/23/24, which is like 1 week from now. Now that we got the release date out the way, there's been so much leaks about this event, and some of it seems kind of good, but some of it also seems pretty bad. Let me kind of break down what's going on here, but already a lot of people are angry. Okay, so firstly, we got some like leaked text lines here, as we can see here. There's a bunch of them, just like a bunch of random stuff, you know. But hidden in this are some pretty interesting stuff. So firstly, as you guys can see in these first 4 lines, it seems like there's gonna be different maps a part of this event. It's not just gonna be one map, you know, it's gonna be different points. There's more about that later, but then there's also more interesting stuff like free here, and then also pretty interesting says that gold track unlocks gold items for free when event items are unlocked, Roblox Deadwalker. So it seems like it's gonna be the exact same thing as the hunt event, where you're gonna have the classic items that everyone can get, and then if you have the Roblox Deathwalker or the gold track unlocked, you're gonna be able to get gold exclusive items, which does kind of suck. I feel like a lot of people didn't like that aspect last time because it's kind of pay to win, and some of the cooler items were behind a paywall, but I mean it's back right here. And there's a bunch more like interesting stuff if you scroll down, but for the most part it just seems kind of the same. There is some other stuff like do you accept, so maybe there's gonna be like NPCs we can talk to, but in general just a lot of like general stuff like full screen mode, you know, stuff like that. But we do know there's gonna be like gold track and stuff like that. But scrolling down through looking through this, there is a bunch of like text lines, it seems like, that we're probably gonna be able to talk to NPCs, which is pretty good. And that kind of gives me hope that maybe it's gonna be kind of a mix of like a 2018 style hunt where it's half end game and half dev hunt. Because if you guys remember, for example, like the 2017 and 2018 egg hunt, you could go around and talk to NPCs and they'd give you like hints and stuff. So maybe you're gonna be like that, because also there's different worlds. But in general there's so much here, I can break down a bunch of them, but that's kind of the most important stuff. And speaking of which, our next leak is like apparently some classic car racing will be part of the event. As we can see here in the text lines, it was found there's going to be stuff like speed and laps, and there's also a place found called classic race cards that the admins are testing. So it seems like part of this event we're also going to get like some aspect of like racing potentially in the lobby as well, which kind of confirms that maybe there's going to be different worlds. Speaking of which, next event hunters here followed up once again saying multiple worlds in this event. With the recent late text trains for the event, some peculiar lines were found. Unlocked Chaos Canyon checkpoint, unlocked Happy Home checkpoint, unlocked World Headquarters checkpoint, and unlocked Volcano checkpoint. And then also with that being said, there was like test games found for that as well. And a lot of people are assuming that maybe there's gonna be different worlds. And if you guys notice, these are all classic Roblox kind of maps, which is the entire event. You know, the World Headquarters are very classic, that World Happy Home is like that classic home. They're all kind of like classic Roblox maps and stuff like that. So it seems like the lobby might feature different like checkpoints and areas that are different classic maps, and there might be different quests and NPCs in each one, which is very good. And that kind of gives me hope that maybe it's going to be a 2017 style mixed in where it's half and half dev hunt, half, you know, in the game. But to be fair, I don't know if anything got leaked where you can collect stuff in the game. It might just be to show off the new maps, you never really know. And there's so much more. We also got like an updated list for the most part of like games a part of the event. So far the list from what I've seen is stuff like Adopt Me, Restaurant Tycoon 2, Blade Ball, Liftopia, and then like Toy Tower Defense, which is one of the ones people are angry about. And for the most part, I mean the game seemed fine, but if you're wondering why people are angry, they're not classic games at all. And also with that being said, they're kind of the complete opposite of classic games. You know, Toy Tower Defense, a lot of people are hating on that game because that does not scream classic Roblox at all. And it seems to be one of the main reasons people are angry right now. A lot of people thought that Roblox is not going to only bring back classic Roblox, but also classic Roblox games a part of the event, or just iconic Roblox games in general, you know, maybe like Jailbreak for example. But as we can see here, it's just kind of the same old thing, the most popular games and then just random games that are trending, which is very disappointing because not only is it not that classic, it's such like new games, but it's also disappointing just because they're kind of the same games from last time. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we had like Blade Ball and stuff like that. So a lot of people are kind of angry that those games are back once again and it's something like fresh. But with that being said, we still have way more leaks. Like for example, there's this thing here, which is just like a leaked asset, which looks pretty interesting. And once again, that logo seems to be confirmed at the top there, which is very cool. And with that being said, like I mentioned, as we can see here, there's a bunch of drama right now surrounding Toilet Tower Defense because he uploaded a bunch of classic stuff. And this tweet blew up in the community, it has like 500,000 views. And a lot of people are hating on it right now, saying like, how's a classic Roblox if Toilet Tower Defense is part of it? You know what I mean? So a lot of people are angry at that. But here's the thing, the drama actually gets way worse because what event hunters apparently found next is really bad, because he said that so the 1x1 event quest on Blade Ball is gonna be paid, which is pretty insane. So in the Blade Ball files, I found that like the 1x1 by character hacker whatever thing, you know, classic Roblox lore is gonna be part of Blade Ball. So a lot of people are getting excited that this character is back. But then from recent leaks, it seems like that it might actually be a part of you know, some pay to win stuff, which is pretty horrible. Blade Ball always adds some pay to win stuff, and if they make this event pay to win, it's just gonna make everyone super angry, and already a lot of people are angry. So far from what I'm seeing from the leaks, the theme of the hunt seems very good. Classic roles, that's very cool. However, these still kind of seem to fail on the execution of adding the games properly and doing proper, you know, quality control. Because even if the games weren't classic, if they had like classic, I guess, themes in the game, it'll kind of make it feel better. But from what we're seeing right now, it's kind of the same bullcrap once again, which I really hope isn't confirmed. I mean, it kind of is leaked, but to be fair, none of this is 100% confirmed. It's all just leaks, you know, keep that in mind, but most of the time these end up being true. Now, also with that being said, a lot of people were saying that it looks like roles might have listened because there's not that much games being leaked. If you guys remember last time, so much games got leaked. You know, there's like 20 every second. It was crazy. But now it's like slowly happening. And a lot of people are theorizing that there's only going to be a little bit games part of the hunt event. Now, to be fair, right after people said this, a bunch of our games got leaked. So it's not just going to be like 10 games. There still is going to be a bunch of games. However, from what I'm seeing, it still is going to be less. Last time there's a bunch of games, and hopefully roles listen, it seems like, and there's going to be less games because not that much got leaked so far. I mean, we still have a bunch of time. Last time a bunch of stuff was getting leaked right during or near the release date. We still have like 10 days or like a week. So potentially there will be more games, but so far, if it keeps at this pace, like slowly, you know, like 1 or 2 games a day, there definitely will be less games, it seems like, which is very good. And also with that being said, some more leaks. Apparently the events tab came back, which I saw a lot of people saying was fake, but then some people are saying it's real. So it seems like it's slowly coming back, which is obviously it's going to come back. That makes sense. There's no official event page just yet, but it seems like the tab is coming back, which is very good. And also with that being said, speaking of Blade Ball drama, apparently the Blade Ball quest is pretty similar once again, which shows you a pretty big problem. Not only are people getting mad that roles are doing the same games, but it seems like the same games aren't even putting effort in anymore, which is pretty disappointing. Because one of the biggest complaints when roles asked for feedback was quality control. A lot of people were saying, if you're going to add this much games, or if you're going to do dev hunts, at least make sure each game is quality and good for the hunt, you know? And it seems like roles did listen to some part of that by doing less games apparently, but each game still has like some bullcrap in it, and there still is going to be some bullcrap games. There isn't still not much quality control, as we can see here. Blade Balls that you're going to put together the same thing, it seems like, maybe slap together a different theme, and then make it pay to win, which seems pretty bad. Like I said, not confirmed because it's just leaks, but it's not looking too good right now. And if you guys see the replies, a lot of people are saying that the event's looking pretty bad right now. And a lot of people are very concerned and worried because this event has so much potential just from the theme itself. And with that being said, we have some more leaks here, like Gunfight Arena. Apparently they leaked a map by accident. I don't know how that happened, but as we can see here, classic Roblox, which is very good. I think every game should hopefully follow this theme at least, where they make the maps classic and have that theme to it. For the most part, that seems like what most developers are doing, which is very good. And it looks kind of cool here. And as we can see here, we got some more leaked like texts, and it's pretty interesting once again because at the top here it says like Bloxy Awards, it says famous events, Blocktober, which is very interesting. As you guys can see here, roles is mentioning classic events, which is very insane. Maybe this means that they're hinting at classic events, or there's going to be classic event themes in the event as well. So it's like a combination of everything, potentially. And there's a bunch more random stuff like Sweet Dreams, which makes me think once again, there's definitely going to be some NPCs that we can talk to. You also say to the Batcave, which once again seems like maybe there's going to be different worlds. And there's a bunch of stuff like I love old Roblox, my house is on fire. Actually, that one's pretty interesting. The line that says my house is on fire, maybe that means there's going to be quests, like take out this person's fire, stuff like that. There definitely is gonna be some NPC stuff in the lobby. Like, there's no way you have all this stuff just for nothing, you know what I mean? But with that being said, as you guys can see, we got so much leaks, and the event is kind of basically leaked and fully revealed now. It's going to be classic Roblox, just like the hunt event. It's going to be a dev hunt 100%, which a lot of people are angry about once again, but we kind of knew that was going to happen. The games a part of it aren't going to be classic games, unfortunately. It's going to be like new games and some repeat games, and the games might be pay to win, and also kind of bullcrap and no quality control. And there might be stuff happening in the game as well as NPCs, and there might be different roles as well, and a bunch more leaks like I mentioned throughout this entire video, and it's all happening in 1 week from now. So a bunch of leaks. The entire event is basically fully revealed now, which is very good. But also with that being said, there's so much drama now. Like for example, the main drama, just people saying like, Alex here, classic Roblox event, it's over. And he said classic in quotation marks because none of the games are classic. Adopt Me, Blade Ball, Bed Wars, Toilet Tower Defense, these are not classic games, you know what I mean? So a lot of drama going on right now, but in general, this Roblox event is super viral in the community right now. Tweets about this have millions of views, thousands of likes. Roblox has been trending ever since this got announced, so there's a lot of hype in the community, but already we're off to kind of a bad start. If they do have stuff in the game, like quests and stuff, then I think they would be kind of redeemed, but we have to wait and see. Alright, as I'm editing this before I end the video, I did miss some stuff while editing the video, and also some items that I also want to talk about. So there's been a bunch of items getting leaked over these past few days, and as we can see, it's stuff like this, where there is a Valk, yes, but also some general items, and As you guys can see, they are like golden items, and if you guys remember, there is gold track up part of this event, like how they did with the hunt event. So maybe they're just exclusive items, like the gold versions. These aren't confirmed, to be fair. They could just be for like gift cards, but that Valk one is very interesting. And the Valk one seems the most important because there's been a bunch of random stuff getting leaked recently, like skirts, boots, like a chest plate, and recently the Valk kind of completed the whole look. As you can see here with Titanic Mesh, he put everything together and it makes like this whole avatar. So potentially they're gonna give us like an entire outfit this time where you can make the whole thing, and potentially the Valk's a part of it, which is pretty insane. Now also with that being said, Titanic Mesh, who's been leaking everything, did tweet out just this recently saying no texture yet, but as we can see, there might apparently be a Dominus a part of this event. I feel like this always happens and then the Dominus never comes up, but there might be a Dominus part of this event, as we can see from like this leaks. But so far, kind of interesting what's going on. There's been like a whole outfit leak so far, and they've all been gold, which makes you think that they're not the main items. So far no main items just yet, which is very interesting, because with the last hunt event, we did start getting main items, I feel like, by now. Maybe they are just the gold ones, and that wouldn't make that much sense though, but I guess we have to wait and see. And lastly, with that being said, I did also say something else interesting. If you guys remember, there's a bunch of text stuff leaked in the game, and also in that text file, he said that there's an egg hunt text, which is pretty insane. And there's also a bunch of other old events, like I mentioned, like Blocktober and stuff like that. So what it seems like maybe is that Roblox might bring back themes of classic egg hunts, classic events in the lobby somehow, and there might be like different worlds. So there might be an egg hunt type thing in this event somehow, because it's in the text files. I don't really know, but still pretty insane. And in general, with that being said, after all these leaks, are you guys still excited for the hunt event or another hunt event, or are you guys kind of disappointed already? Let me know what you think, and if you enjoyed, check this video for some more news and some good news, and I'll see you in the next one.